You are not known. Where should I move to?
Even as Sorcerer Supreme, it appears there are still a great many skills for me to learn.
Oh my! Such a find is worthy of note in the great...
I hear stirrings of a new potential friend of the Tower of... As Magister, it is my duty to ensure that troubled individuals who unexpectedly undergo wild terrigenesis are guided through the process. Rumor has it that one such new human is using their new abilities for evil, making them something of a priority. Typically, I would have no trouble recruiting an individual such as this without outside aid. But this one is particularly elusive, and my investigations thus far have returned nothing. I trust I can rely on your assistance in this matter. Ask around for information. The people here will have the knowledge we need, even if they do not realize it themselves.
I've noticed it.
Soon as I heard Chronopolis had a floating city, I just had to come check it out. But you get here and it's, well, pretty much like a ground city. You can't even tell it's floating when you're in it. What a jip.
dragon crystals are supposed to be kept under strict lock and key. So, why are there so many new Inhumans springing up?
An evil Inhuman on the loose? I did see a guy raving about fulfilling the sacred duty that Maximus failed to accomplish? Probably just a tourist, right? Who knows where he ended up? There are...
Apparently there was a new human skulking around near the palace doors, mumbling something to himself. I didn't get close enough to hear what. Black Bolt knows how he got to Attilan. The Kango rail doesn't even stop here.
I wonder what would happen if I underwent Terrigenesis. Knowing my luck, I'd probably lose an ability. Say, I wouldn't be able to count backwards anymore, which is all fine until your child starts asking, "Mummy, why will you never play hide and seek?"
Not all in Attilan are informed in such matters. The pizza shop proprietor for you have information for me. It is written on your face. Near the palace? I see. But do we know anything to suggest he's up to no good? It would seem our friend is near the entrance to the palace. Let us head there now. You should prepare yourself for the worst. I have seen new humans with abilities that could be described as omnipotent, willing things into existence. If you're lucky, this will be mundane things like sandwiches or spare batteries, but I wouldn't hold my breath. I see him. We should approach carefully. I am Magister Karnak of the Tower of Wisdom. You are to cease your plotting and come with me, so I might help you to understand your new abilities.
You fool! You think I would tolerate such insolence? My reign of terror begins now! I am unstoppable! I am the Transformer!
It is worse than I thought. As all too often happens, his new powers have given rise to delusions of grandeur. Also, I believe his name of choice is already... Come! We must pursue!
What did I do to deserve such a fate?
You'll never find me!
My powers of perception are virtually unrivaled. You cannot deceive me. But let us see if my assistant can ascertain your whereabouts.
Ah! How dare you! Hey! I was just lulling you into a false sense of security. Yeah, that's right. My powers know no bounds!
Follow him.
This time, I won't speak and give the game a... Aw, dang it! I guess this time I won't hide behind silence like a certain cowardly king.
It appears he's assumed a new form. You seem to enjoy hitting things.
Grr! You! You've not seen the last of the Transformer. Except you have, because you won't see me next time.
He can't have much fight left in him. We shall simply allow him to wear himself out.
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy. Can you take care of the incident near you?
Fake news reports are being circulated saying people don't like being part of Chronopolis. Citizens are reminded that watching or listening to any news other than official Kang news...
My powers are beyond your comprehension, mere mortal.
One of these things is not like the others. I trust you to ascertain which.
You will know true pain at the hands of the Transformer! No. I've transformed into a failure.
Anticlimactic, as always. Confidence in an ability as idiotic as turning into street furniture is just another example of why the transition to inhumanity must be accompanied by the proper guidance. The Tower of Wisdom thanks you for your help. We shall waive the instruction fees for our newest member on this occasion. To be frank, I'm not certain who I would bill. An invoice to Mr. T. Transformer would probably not suffice.
Don't they know better than to challenge one of the...
For Attilan.
It's about time someone took care of that.
Star-Lord. Legendary.
Paula, and finally took care of the creep. Where should I move to?
Hey, you up for doing some training with me? So I've been thinking. I need a way to kick my flight training up a notch. Flying through hoops is one thing, but it does not prepare you for aerial combat. What I need is someone who'll take to the skies and put my reflexes to the test. Basically, someone to play the bad guy. I heard you guys took down Vulture and Goblin a while back. So I know at least one of you's no stranger to a clash in the clouds. So what do you say? Think you can take me on? All right, let's see if you can keep up. You're almost as good at flying as I am. Whoa! Not bad, but I ain't down yet. Good technique. Call this a challenge? You got me. You got me. I know when I'm beat. Good thing this is just training. That was great. I gotta admit, I'm impressed how quickly you managed to take me down. You got some real skill in the air. I better get back to some real work now. If you ever want to fly together again, you just say the word. See you around.
Now we're talking.
Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, at your service. I remember the first time I encountered one of these. It was back in med school. Or the Dark Dimension. One of those.
Terrigen mists gave me my powers, but only I can decide.
They say there's been an increase in
Citizens will be pleased to know that my incredible Kango Rail service is now free to all. Sure, it's not that convenient when there are cars everywhere and most people just fly, but it was Ravonna's idea. And if people don't use it, I'll never hear the end of it.
Terrigenesis is not something that every Inhuman is lucky enough to endure.
All systems engage. Okay, let's show them what we got.
I think the Avengers might actually stand a chance against Kang.
Here I go!
Cause it's the strongest one there is.
Citizens are warned not to approach the camp.
Looks like that voodoo wall surrounding Kingston.
Initializing destabilization process. The primary power source has been
Wrecked.
deploying backup power supply. Did you know Attilan power supply elevation modules have been credited with a 37.5% success rate? The same chance of the average human successfully operating a Xandarian computer without grave injury.
Results may vary.
Reinitializing destabilization process. Did you know Attilan backup power supplies are designed to emit purple smoke on failure, followed by an explosion? Deploying backup power supply. Destabilization process complete.
What is the origin of this? It's so beautiful.
Thank you for using Attilan destabilization processing and backup power supply provision services. Your account will be debited for this transaction in 2 to 5 working days.
What did I do to deserve such a fate?
Genesis prepping. This process has not been authorized by the royal family. Please halt the operation and surrender to your nearest law enforcement agent, citing
high treason
as your selected crime. Did you know Genesis should not be attempted on non-inhumans, as side effects could be catastrophic?
Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
Warning. Left tank temperature approaching dangerous levels. Further increase could cause
damage to equipment,
which can lead to
horrific burn-related injuries,
followed by
potential class action lawsuits.
Did you know the Genesis process was first discovered by Randak around 25,000 years ago? Mist can only successfully be created using water of the correct temperature and volume. Changing the preset values is expected to result in unexpected results. Did you know, on occasion, Terry-generated attributes and abilities are passed down from parent to offspring without the need for further Terry-genesis? Emergency shutdown will trigger if water inputs are further compromised.
Citizens with suggestions on how to improve.
Did you know? Current theories stipulate that Terry-genesis responds to the needs or desires of the individual undergoing Terry-genesis, but results may vary. Emergency shutdown initiated.
A surprising number of people managed to steal
There's no limit to the scope of my cameo talent. Where's my award for best cameo?
Time to swing into action.
Who's ready to face some sweet? Quite a collection I've got going.